Sometimes it's easy to forget that not everything you find in the wild of the West is hostile. In fact, if you explore far enough, eventually you may find someone with a similar view on the world, maybe holding that view for different reasons, but nonetheless an enemy they are not. But maybe on your travels you will find someone that you will come to see as a friend. With that being said, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the Veteran, one such rare example of a friend that you can find in this hostile land. The Veteran can only be found in Chapter 6 onwards. The gang will be camped near Annesburg, and just west of that there will be a lake called O'Cree's Run. Upon approaching O'Cree's Run, to the southwest of the lake you will find a question mark indicating a stranger nearby. So why don't we go take a look. When we arrive at the location of the question mark, this is what we will find.
Hey! You there? Can you help? Can you help me, mister?
What's the problem?
My goddamn horse got spooked and run off.
You hurt?
Not too bad, at least. But he took my damn leg.
Sorry.
He went that way, I think. His name's Buell.
Buell?
Second time a prick named Buell cost me a leg.
Huh?
Buell was my general when I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, if you see an angry bastard of a horse with my wooden leg, I'd be real grateful.
I'll bear that in mind.
While we search for the poor man's horse, let's have a little conversation about what he just told us. He just told us that during the Civil War he fought under a general named Buell, hence the naming of his horse. Now, as a fun little fact that I don't really think is particularly relevant, in the American Civil War there were two generals named Buell, Don Carlos Buell and George P. Buell. Believe it or not, they were cousins. Upon researching this video I found that people speculated that maybe this veteran served under one of those, but what's more likely is there was a third general named Buell in Red Dead Redemption lore, because that's just how the game is with everything else. Anyway, after calming Buell, the Dutch warm blood horse, not the general, that would be really weird, we can then return the horse to the Veteran, with Arthur giving the horse some very good life advice.
There. He's just where you left him. Can't go far with that leg in your stirrup. Can't go bucking him like that. So you better be good, you hear? I get the notion he's not a man you want to cross. No matter how big and strong you are.
Don't worry about that one, I'm sure the horse understood you perfectly, you schizo prick. When we return the horse to the Veteran, this is the cutscene that we'll be met by.
I found him.
You're a good man, Mr.
Arthur. You're right. He's a brute.
Hamish Sinclair. Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devils got him. Hey, you want to hand me that leg there, please? And while you're at it, give old Buell a kick for me, would you? No, I'm only kidding. Thank you. Weren't but a snake that spooked him. You're a real gentleman, you know?
Sometimes, maybe. Yeah, how'd you lose a leg?
Oh, in the war. Cannonball. Pretty clean, though. I don't have much pain, and I didn't get any gangrene. A young boy went into battle with me, got cut in half, so all things considered, I'm doing pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So, how is the false one?
It's okay. I can still hunt, fish, enjoy the outside. Weren't sent too crazy by it. Anyway, I ain't got much to pay you with.
You know, that's okay.
You like fishing? You can come with me someday. I know some pretty good spots.
I'm a pretty poor fisherman.
Yeah, well, I'm great, so between the two of us, we do okay. My cabin is right over on the other side of O'Cree's Run there. Thanks again. You throw me again, you old dumb bastard, I'm gonna put a bullet in you. I'll see you again.
So off Hamish Sinclair goes, never to be seen again. That would be such an anticlimax. No, of course we see Hamish again. He invited us to go fishing one time, which means that we'll meet him at his cabin, which is the Veteran's homestead, which is on the eastern side of O'Cree's Run. A humble little cabin in the wilderness, just off of the path. You get the vibe that he's living here to be away from people, but at the same time he's not hiding from them. An analysis reinforced by Hamish's friendly demeanour towards Arthur. After waiting a little while, the second part to this mission should become available at Hamish's cabin. Setting up camp and waiting to the following day should do it in theory. Though I'm sure the time of day is important, so you'll want to be looking at this area around midday-ish. And that goes for all parts following as well.
Hamish,
Arthur, well, come in.
you said we might go out fishing.
Don't take much persuading to get me to go fishing. Let's go to my boat.
Good.
Here she is. You mind rowing?
Sure. What we fishing for?
Only one thing worth catching in this lake. The Great Tyrant.
Oh.
Mean as hell northern pike. Eats everything else that spawns around here, its own kind included.
Well, is that our bait then? A jack or something?
Hell no. He's a clever old bastard. I made these. This one's mine. You're gonna have to spare.
They are pretty.
You don't know the half of it. Come on, let's push off. I'll show you where we're rowing to.
Take us over there to the right. We'll set up 10 yards or so offshore.
So Hamish takes us fishing for the Great Tyrant. A pike, basically, but presumably massive.
He don't keep far away from me, the tyrant. Wants me to know whose lake it is.
We'll show him who's boss.
Ha ha! The optimism of youth. Right here. We'll cast off towards the island.
Okay.
So using the special lure that Hamish gave us, we cast our rods out towards the island.
Spent years working on that. Finding the right combination of feathers, twine, and glimmer. Making them, losing them, getting them right. Tried coins, shell casings, even a medal. Finally found something he seems to like. And now I hear you can buy him in a shop.
Well, it wouldn't be quite so satisfying. Getting him with something shop bought.
Easy for you to say. But maybe I'm inclined to agree.
My takeaway from that piece of dialogue there is that Hamish has been obsessed with catching the tyrant for years. After a while of nothing, Hamish finally gets a bite.
Whoa, what's this?
You got something?
I got something all right.
Hey, you need
Come on now, tyrant, I got you. I got you. Come on. Went all slack. Went all slack. Come back. Oh, it's a drop back.
Meow.
Hamish!
God damn. He's bigger than I remember.
Stay there. I'm rowing out to you.
Real quick. Bastard just bumped me. Over here.
So after flying across the lake at rapid speeds, we need to go pick Hamish up.
Hey, come on up here. You lost anything?
Just my rod. Would've gotten my toes, too, if they weren't wooden.
You want another go at him? I still got my lure.
Nah. He's your fish now. Cast away.
When he bumped me, I had to check twice. Thought I'd find a chunk of me missing.
Man-eating pike? That would be at first.
I'm not so sure. Okay, right here. Our hopes of catching this bastard lie with you.
Now it's our turn to try and catch the tyrant. Now the game does something really cheeky here without telling us. After a while you'll realise that when reeling the tyrant you're actually getting nowhere. And sure enough you'll be sat there for ages trying to get the tyrant to move, but unfortunately the game's scripted so that it won't work. So really you need to give up.
Ah, you lost him. Let's try again.
When you try again, this is when you actually can reel the fish in. Now, it's not easy, it's actually really painful if you have stumpy thumbs like me. Fortunately, there's an option where you can change that spinning motion on the joystick to holding down a button.
Come on. Here we go.
sorry for? You caught him. Let's row back. Here. Oh, the holder. Pass me the tyrant. That is if you're sure you don't want him.
Oh, I ain't gonna poach from your pond.
Well, I'll give him his honors then. He sure was something, huh?
He was. Thanks for taking me out.
I appreciate the company.
That's one hell of a fish.
Ain't he something?
So long.
Hey, you ever want to go out hunting? You stop by again.
I may.
So after successfully catching the tyrant, Hamish is offered to go hunting with us, which we can do by returning to Hamish's cabin at a later time. So after adequate waiting, another marker should appear at the veteran's homestead. If you don't know where this is by now, then I can't help you. So after arriving, this is the cutscene that we're met by.
Hamish.
Arthur! Come in.
You said, we could go for a hunt.
I did. There's this huge she-wolf been stalking me the last few nights I've been out, but she can wait. Let's talk a while.
Sure.
So what do you do?
Me? I'm a wanderer. I was born further north, but I spent a lot of time out west. Funny, I never saw myself as a wanderer.
The game spares us a long conversation and we pick back up right at the end.
Bodies lay so thick, you could have walked across the whole field without your boots touching mud.
Those were bad times.
Yes, they were. Would you like some more coffee?
Please.
What have we here? Yeah, she's right across there.
That close.
Oh, she's acting brazen. Come on, let's mount up.
So instead of drinking coffee, we're now hunting wolves.
Wolves shouldn't come so close to people.
Yeah, it's strange. When the whole country was wild, they could go where they liked. Now they're stuck hiding in the few corners of wilderness we got left.
It's a feeling with which I can sympathize.
This ain't a country for wild animals, nor wild men neither.
Not anymore, it
You
seems.
hear that?
Yep.
Quickly now, this way. Mule loves hills, don't you, boy? You eat 'em up for breakfast.
Yep, that was her dinner. Now, where'd she get to? There she is. Got shy all of a sudden. You got some extra miles in you?
Naturally that wolf should be dead, we just put 14 bullets in her, but of course it's not scripted to happen yet, so we've got to chase on horseback.
We're gonna have to track her through the scrub. Better to be on foot.
Stalking a pack animal on foot seems like a good way to get yourself killed, especially when said pack animal is toying with you because it clearly wants you to chase it. The one question I'd be asking is where's the rest of the pack? In fact, that's a question that Arthur Morgan and Hamish Sinclair quickly got an answer to.
We walked into something here.
Wait!
Hey, look out!
Whoa,
You alright?
I was ready to offer my complete and unconditional.
Yeah, I don't think the wolves would have shown much mercy.
That's quite an ambush she led us into.
Yeah, bushwhacking, I'd call it. Huh?
God damn! Over here! Over here! You all right?
Yeah.
Damn. Big son of a bitch.
Is that all of them?
That's the best of them. Look at him. Proud thing.
Scary thing. They brought us here to be slaughtered.
You were after a hunt.
Yeah, and I guess I got hunted. You going back to the cabin?
Nah, still early. We'll stay up here a while. Dress this animal. Won't likely see another like him for some time.
Yeah, I hope I won't either. Thanks for taking me out.
Yeah, anytime. You want to go out again? Yeah. You come by and see me.
So long, then.
Wait. Here's a pelt.
Thank you.
You earned it. So long.
You know, I could get used to these hunting trips with Hamish. I'm sure Arthur feels that way too, as with no real prompt from Hamish, there is actually a fourth part to this veteran mission line.
Hamish.
Arthur, come on in.
So, how you keeping out here?
Keeping fine, thank you.
So it's all right then, is it? Living out here, away from civilization?
Civilization. Yeah, I saw what civilization and industrial advancement will get you in the war. Progress, well, it ain't always progress. Besides, I ain't lonely up here. I got company.
Well, I ain't company.
Come look at these. Remember catching that?
I do.
I know you ain't forgot about him.
Oh, I still see him in my dreams.
Yeah, I got the whole of nature up here. And I'm gonna make the most of it, as long as there still is some. Whoa. They weren't lying.
What's that?
Right there by the outhouse. Look at the size of that boar. Holy hell. I saw some cattle gored the other day, but I didn't think it was possible. Let's go take care of it.
Okay.
Damn, I thought I got him. Pursue. I'll grab the mounts.
So now we're tasked with chasing a boar. Naturally, the boar manages to slip away for now.
Where's he gone?
I got the horses. Come on. You see that thing? It's as big as a buffalo.
And fast, too.
Yeah, but we'll get him. Big shit. He's been across here twice.
What we do?
Well, he's been up this hill to the right, and down this one in front of us. But I can't tell which tracks is fresher. Let's split up. You go up, and I'll go onwards.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Eventually, we come across the sight of a dead wolf.
Damn it.
While inspecting the wolf, we heard gunshots, so we must go and investigate. When we manage to get back to Hamish, this is what we're met by.
Jesus, no.
Ah! God!
Hamish.
I got thrown and the bastard hog got me. Take Buell for me, would you? He's a good horse. He may be stubborn, but he's strong.
Hamish. Good pig. You got him, old man.
Unfortunately for Hamish Sinclair, he's been gored to death by a boar. However, in the end, we managed to kill the boar because it came back for us. You can take the boar's tusk as a trophy. You can also take Hamish's horse, but mine's better. You can wear Hamish's hat, however you cannot store nor keep it. And thus concludes the story of Hamish Sinclair, rather abruptly at the sharp end of a boar's tusk, also concluding the side mission chain known as the Veteran. It's a sad ending to the story, especially since it would appear as if Arthur came to see Hamish as something of a friend, but I do suppose that's how it goes in the West. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all the wonderful stuff. That would be super appreciated. And with any luck, I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.